What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Spencer. I'm doing that deck profile for Numeron Egyptian Gods. I was planning on posting this yesterday, but work got in the way. It was kind of a crazy schedule for me. So I'm probably going to release like 3 videos today. Whenever you see me take 2 days off, that there's definitely some like special circumstances. I usually come back and release like a bunch of videos one day to kind of make up for lost time, if that makes sense. Without further ado, we'll go ahead and go right into it. I do not run, the Winged Dragon of Ra in my deck, because I feel like Numeron, functionally does the same thing. And these also have like really good kind of support cards with Thunder Force Attack and Fist of Fate. That's the reason behind that. Plus, it's a little bit better for consistency, not to jam all of them in there. All right, so beyond that, I have the 3 Ash Blossom and then the 3 Numeron Wall. Tons of ways to search Numeron Network. Obviously, it is super duper important. It's the whole deck. I have my little like search engine or my stack engine here. 3 of the True Name, 3 of the Archfiend's Oath. If only this card says take 500 damage and then declare 1 card name to excavate the top of your deck. But it does say pay, so it doesn't work with Guardian Slime. I had that in the deck before, but Top Share, as I'll mention in a second, has replaced it functionally and just does a whole lot more, for the deck. But yeah, also the 3 card advance with the Top Share. Those are like how you stack the deck. This is how you excavate the deck. 6 cards. We can keep going here. I do have the 2 Pot of Avarice, and I guess I'll just move these over here real quick. To go along with, of course, the best card in the deck, pretty much Memories of Ob. It is a draw 4, which is pretty darn good. It's a double Pot of Greed. And yeah, as we all know, that card is banned for good reason. This helps you go into stuff like the True Name and card advance to like end the duel, or Top Share, because you don't want your opponent to be able to draw whatever they want. Although if you activate it early enough, they may like not know, and also what they're drawing too. But for the most part, you want to stack something with Top Share. Use the True Name to special summon an Egyptian God along with the Numeron cards to like end the duel. So that's why you can afford to play cards like this. And then Terraforming, of course, to search Numeron Network. I only run 2 Numeron Calling. I feel like that's fairly standard. But yeah, of course, there's going to be 3 Numeron Network. So you have, let's take a look here. 3 Numeron Network. So that's 3 ways to get to it. There's a 4th. And then there's 3 more here along, with other searchers and all that good stuff. So we can go ahead and finish this off here. The 2 Exchanging Souls, it just kind of worked out that way with cards I have in the deck to keep it at 40. Thunder Force Attack and Fist of Fate, I mentioned this in the gameplay video, but I do run these at 1 now because of Top Share. They don't really do anything by themselves, but if you can stack the deck and if you were to stack, if you wanted Slifer, you would just stack Thunder Force Attack. That way you get both of them together instead of just like, oh boy, I sure do hope I draw these two these 2 cards at the same time. It kind of works, has a lot of good synergy with this card that way. And then the 3 Infinite Impermanence. So you technically have 6 hand traps, although I count these also as hand traps, if that makes sense, like Forms of Disruption, which you can trade out for some of these side cards. Let's go into the extra deck. It's 2 of each, so 4th, 3, 2, 1, the first 4 numbers of, yeah, I think you guys do, but yeah, I play 2 of those each because you want to be able to activate this at least twice, because you have the 2 Numeron Calling, and a lot of times you are going to activate it twice, but never more than that normally. Otherwise, technically you could, because you do run Pot of Avarice, so these can get shuffled back in and you can use it a 3rd time, but duels usually don't go that long with Numeron. Other than that, I have Mech Knight Crusadia Avermax, because it can be made with 1 basically Numeron Calling, which is pretty cool. Normally you'll go into Infinitrax Megaclops, although depending on the matchups, like this is targeting protection, and it's also a good card. It floats, shuffles a card back. It's not accessible to a lot of people. It's not the best option, but considering how easy it is to make in this deck, I like Avermax. I do run a Porolo Dragon in here. I know that's probably hasn't been a card you've seen in a long time, but it is non-targeting removal, which can certainly be important, especially if you don't have that kind of out in your main deck, which I don't know how many decks do technically, but yeah, Porolo Dragon, thumbs up for me. Saryuja, sometimes you'll be able to draw 4 and then go into Saryuja and just draw more cards. So it's just you're drawing like basically half of your deck at that point during that turn, which is really sick. And I talk about Megaclops, and then I just have the Nightmare package, just in case. Everything else, every other scenario, for this. It's just your general out. Onto the side, 3 Nibiru, 3 Lancia, 3 Joel and Lockbird. I do the 1 Harpy's Feather Duster with 3 Cosmic Cyclone, and then a couple of Solid Judgments. If you know you're going first, you might as well set instead of, infinite permanents. This is a little better that way. So I thought I'd make good use of the side there. But yeah, that is the deck profile and all the reasoning behind it. Let me know what you guys think about this deck in the comment section down below. Other than that, that's going to do it for today's video, and I'll see you guys next time.